The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. Last week, I began a discussion with the observation that too many people seem untrained about how trouble works, causing them to be taken by surprise by trouble they should have seen coming and avoided. I said we should treat temptation like a virus that causes the illness of trouble, and said that the first step towards avoiding foreseeable trouble is to recognize your vulnerability to the virus called temptation. Temptation attacks us through our appetites, ambitions, and attitudes, seeking to take control of us so that we can't think or act responsibly. Now, today, here's the second step. You must resist your gullibility to the virus called temptation. Temptation is glittery and shiny, juicy and thrilling, promising and exciting. But never forget, it is a virus that will sicken you with its venom once you're fooled into letting it in. Now, this second step has three parts corresponding to the three portals through which temptation strikes you. First, temptation will strike you through your appetites. When it does, you must keep the distance between the necessary and the self-serving. The line between the two are quite easy to blur, but you must always keep the distance between the two. Now, appetites are meant to be satisfied, yes, but there's a little thing called discipline and another called timing. It may feel expedient to answer your craving for something, whether for your body, your pocket, your bank account, or your natural comfort. It may appear expedient to quench your thirst for something or satisfy your passion for something, whether that passion is in your belly or someplace lower than your belly. But you must ask yourself, shall my response be necessary and with wisdom, or expedient with wild, irresponsible, reckless, and self-serving abandon that's sure to land me and others in trouble? Second, temptation will strike you through your ambitions. When it does, you must know the difference between upward mobility and downward slide. History is littered with people who pursued some ambition, thinking it was taking them up when it was taking them down, or with people who pursued an office or position for the wrong reason, and it ensnared them in anything from incompetence to dishonesty to criminal conduct, any of which ended their career and tanked their reputation. The old adages, don't hang your hat where your hand can't reach and don't bite off more than you can chew, are worthwhile warnings. The grass is not always greener on the other side, and the bigger bone that other dog is holding is neither dog nor bone, just a mirage. But that dog can take life and bite you. Third, temptation will strike you through your attitudes. When it does, you must kill the dissonance between who you are and who you think you are. Humans are walking arguments. In our heads are voices tugging us this way and that. In the story of Jesus' temptation in the desert, the devil comes at Jesus first through his appetite to make bread out of stones, second through his ambition to be endowed with political power. Acceding to either would have placed Jesus under the devil's command, so Jesus dismisses both. The devil on the third temptation, just like the first, goes after Jesus' attitude with the taunting words, if you are the Son of God, do so and so. Living life to prove something to somebody is the fastest way to adopt attitudes that bring trouble, because then when we take ourselves too seriously, or misrepresent ourselves too incorrectly, or evaluate ourselves too exorbitantly, we land ourselves in trouble. Accept yourself for who you are, and don't live your life trying to prove who you are or who you are not to anybody else. for that embroils us in unbecoming attitudes and lands us in big trouble. We can't avoid all trouble, but here are 2 steps for trouble reduction. 1, recognize your vulnerability to the virus called temptation, and 2, resist your gullibility to the virus called temptation. Well, thanks for watching and sharing and subscribing. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday all the way to Friday.